What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at the new Spider's Den dungeon, guys. I mean, it's not a new dungeon. It's kind of like a bit of a reworked boss. Hard difficulty. We have 10 extra stages. Before we're gonna do all that, I gotta warn you, okay? All these bosses will have pretty high speeds. 245 for each one of them, if I'm not mistaken. And some of you guys might think, well, it's not such a big deal. I'm just gonna go with slightly higher speeds, or I'm gonna boost my turn meter, increase speed, and I'm gonna get it done. It's not as easy. Just for the simple fact that the previous bosses had like 100 and a bit speed, and you were able to overlap them multiple times with your champions. And I haven't tried the Ice Golem at all. I haven't done anything on the Fire Knight just yet. I've been pretty busy in the last couple of days. But I've tried a couple of teams on the Dragon, which are not 100% consistent yet. So I'm trying to modify a couple of things, but I'm only going to get the time to do it tomorrow, most probably. And it's definitely different. You're going to feel that, okay, I'm not overlapping the bosses anymore. I cannot do the things like I used to do before. So it's fine. It's a good challenge for us to modify champions and stuff. It's good that they dropped us the free gear removal, sorry. And how I mentioned, we're gonna have a look at the Spider's Den. I gotta say it, in a way, it feels a bit easier than it was before, because now you just gotta kill the spiderlings to actually kill the queen, you know. And I do have a couple of different teams that I'm gonna share with you guys. It is endgame content, so do not expect to see just rare champions doing it, because that's not gonna happen, at least not just yet. But just so you guys keep that in the back of your mind. Now, before we move over to talk about all that, if you guys enjoyed the music here in the video, I just want to let you know I partner up with Soundstripe. They have an amazing music library. So if you're a content creator, a music enthusiast, you're trying to keep your content safe, to don't get any copyright strikes or anything like that, definitely head over and check them out. The link will be in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Plus, I can save you 15% on checkout by using code Skratch. That being said, the new Spider's Den. Hard mode. So, stage 10, guys, right? Now, there are a few different teams that you can run. The best team so far, it seems to be Tranda. I'm not even sure if Cold Brew was the one that actually tried this out the first time, or was somebody else, but big shout out to whoever tried it the first time with Tranda. It's actually pretty crazy the way it works, similar with the Hydra heads, you know. It's a good thing that they kind of like brought Tranda back to sit on her throne, you know, even though if it's not in PvP, at least she can sit on the throne with the Spider Queen. So you see these two first teams that we have right here. Ignore the clan boss team. So we have Tranda, Arbiter, Lydia, Ignatius, and we have Theodore. Then we have Tranda, Arbiter, 2 Cold Hearts, and we have Lydia. These two teams are some of the fastest at the moment. Now, for some reason, the game Play and Play runs like crap on my PC. I have no idea why. I gotta look into it. I feel like it's adding a few seconds extra. The exact same team with the 2 Cold Hearts makes 10 seconds. For me, for some reason, it makes 14. And it's not because of things that I have different on champions or anything like that. It's just that everything in the game is a bit slower for me for some reason. And it's not the frames. I definitely gotta look into it. This is the team that I'm personally using at the moment. This gives me 12 seconds. So I'm very curious to see if I'm putting it on my older PC, for example, and where the game still runs decent, what sort of time I would be getting there, you know. So the whole idea with these guys, we're gonna have a HP burn, we're gonna have a detonation with Theodore, and then we're gonna bang it with Tranda, you know. But this as well can be done with the 2 Cold Hearts, which I'm gonna show you in just a second. You see, we drop some HP and then back, bang, Tranda comes in with the A2. Now, the one thing that is pretty important with Tranda, you gotta have the Soul Rip Blessing, because she might not do enough damage to kill the boss. And the damage that you're seeing, guys, is not Tranda dealing all that damage to the Spider Queen. It's basically hitting for a good amount of damage on the Spider Queen, and then killing all the spiderlings, and that's why the HP drops like that. Just so you guys have an idea. So this is 12 seconds straight off the back. Now my Arbiter still has the arena gear and stuff. I'm not planning to change her, even if it adds 1 or 2 seconds to my teams. And if we're gonna move over to the next team, you're gonna see that she's actually gonna gain turn where she's gonna use a different skill after, and that slows you down like a second. But I'm not gonna sacrifice my Arbiter just to save a second on the spider dungeon, because it's anyway a pretty fast farm, you know. So it shouldn't, you see, we got that extra skill which it shouldn't be there, and bang, we got this done in 14 seconds. Now my Tranda is not on Savage. I'm gonna show you the build that I have on her. She is on a pretty good build, but because I haven't really used Tranda in a very long time, she doesn't have a Savage set. This is actually my immunity Tranda. My other one is in the vault, the one that was on Savage. But the 2 Cold Hearts come in, drop the enemy max HP, 20% from there. Then Tranda comes in and swoops the rest. The Soul Rip procs as well when you drop the HP on the boss, and pretty much finishes the boss, you know. Lydia is pretty important because you're getting the defense down, the decrease, the weaken as well, sorry, the increased speed. And the increased speed, it will help the rest of the champions. I don't have my champions extremely fast, like my Tranda, let's just see, she's like 207 speed or something like that, you know. Now, if we're gonna check out a different team, and this is working with the Hex guys, we have Mitrala, we have Lydia, we have 2 Royal Guards, and we have a Kaimar. Now, I've tried it with Renegade as well, but that requires me to push up the speeds a bit too high on the rest of the champions. And I'm going to explain you why it's not going to be as simple. I tried making it with 1 Royal Guard and just with Renegade, you know, but it's not playing out as good either. And I just realized, I remembered about a champion right now, and I'm definitely going to try that on the video to see if we can make it work. I don't promise you, but it might actually allow us to make it work with 1 Royal Guard, Renegade, and no Kaimar. I just remember about Neon, or whatever is the Sylvan Watchers champion. Clans and does the skills on a champion. So I just got to an idea. We're gonna do it in a second. Basically, what's gonna happen here, we have Kaimar that's gonna reset. I have 1 slower Royal Guard than the other. And the reason why I have him here is because when the Queen is gonna take the turn, is gonna put my other Royal Guard that's fastest to sleep, because he's on 0 turn meter. You see? Bang. And I need to have the other Royal Guard to come up after and clean up the mess, because this one is just still gonna be asleep there. He's a lazy one, you know? And this goes down in 30 seconds. You only need 1 Royal Guard, especially that you have the Hex on, and bang. You got the Spider Queen down like that. If I'm increasing the speed on that Royal Guard and I'm bringing in a different champion slower, that is still gonna take the turn before the Queen. What's gonna happen? The Queen is gonna start dropping Spiderlings, and when she's gonna get to use the skill for the very first time, she's gonna get a heal back, you know. And then the second round, we're not gonna be able to deal enough damage. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But this is a pretty straightforward team. If you have a Prince Kaimar, most probably you're gonna be pretty close to get your Lydia, Mitrala at some point anyway. And then Royal Guards are not that hard to get. And the good part about it is you can use Husks instead, because it's a Void Affinity on stage 10. A Husk, a Royal Guard will still do pretty much the same sort of job, you know. So let's do another round with this, just in case if you wanna pay attention to everything that I said, you know. So for taking a turn, for landing the defense down, the weaken, the increased speed, Mitrala with the Hex, 1 Royal Guard taking his turn. We killed all the Spiderlings. The Spider Queen takes the turn, so he's getting no heal back from it. Now more Spiderlings are dropping, but my other Royal Guard is lazy. He's sleeping right now. And I won't be able to cleanse him and land the Hex with Mitrala. That's why I need to have the other Royal Guard in. But now that I just remembered about the other champion, we're gonna attempt to do a thing with that, you know. So what I do want to show you before, I'm actually gonna quickly show you the stats on these champions that we used so far, and then I'm gonna build that champion and we're gonna attempt together. It might fail, it might not work, but at least you guys might get the idea, and some of you might be able to figure out a different way as well, you know. So if we're gonna start all the way from here, this is my Theodore. I actually had to increase the stats on him because, how I mentioned, I am using him on a Dragon 10. So pretty juicy stats, pretty good HP, pretty good defense, good speed, good resistance, good accuracy. Now, this accuracy won't be enough on its own to debuff, but with an accuracy lead, he's gonna do the job, you know. And Masteries for Theodore, that's what I have on him at the moment. I'm not using him on the Ice Golem. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna use there yet because I didn't have a chance to check it out. Probably because I don't have Calvalaxes and other things to help me pass the waves. I won't be using Theodore on there. Ignatius is faster than Theodore because he needs to land the HP burn. Yeah, he does have a bit of a damage build, but nothing too spectacular. 4.7k defense is pretty low. I'm kind of like focused on increasing the speed and keeping the crit rate, a bit of crit damage to deal a bit of damage as well, you know. And Mastery seems like I have a proper nuking Masteries on him, even though he's not cutting it in, you know. Harm Smasher as tier 6. Then this is my Tranda, okay? 3 damage and immunity. She does have pretty good stats, how I mentioned. She is a 2-star awakened, so remember that too. She is a +1 empowerment, so that's 500 attack, 10% more, 660 attack, you know, just from that, which is pretty good. 7.8k attack, 207 speed, and this is the crit damage, the crit rate. I can actually get even more attack if I'm changing the Masteries. One thing to keep in mind, you definitely don't need to have her so strong, especially if you're gonna give her a Savage set. I feel like even with 6k attack, 250 crit damage on a Savage set, she's gonna be able to do the job without a problem, you know. Masteries, Helm Smasher as tier 6. And for some reason, she seems to have the support 3 Masteries. I can't remember what I've done with her in the past that I've never changed them. Maybe something for Hydra, maybe something somewhere. But I honestly don't remember why she has this. But something with her debuffs. But I can't remember what. And you don't need that. Go with the defense 3. Then we have 1 Cold Heart. These are the stats on her. And this is Savage and Cruel. Masteries. Helm Smasher as tier 6. Actually, War Master will be more beneficial for what we're doing right here. I think he still has the same Masteries from last time when I've done the video when I got the Awakening 6-star for her. Reflex, Cold Heart. She doesn't need to be on Savage. You're gonna hit the cap anyway. You don't need Savage on any of them, actually. And total stats on this one. 212 speed, 98 crit rate, 237 crit damage, 334 accuracy. I'm using her on the Dark Fae actually, so that's why she's on Reflex. And she has Giant Slayer as tier 6 in terms of Masteries for the Dark Fae. For the Spider, it's definitely better to get War Master. Higher chance to proc. Then we have my Arbiter, it's just the Arena Arbiter, just the speed. Royal Guard, this is on Savage. I actually modified him quite a bit today because I was testing quite a few things, so I increased the speed on him and dropped accuracy and other things. So these are the stats that we have on. 243 speed. The attack is not that important. 101 crit rate, 241 crit damage. That's pretty much what matters on him for the Spider. Masteries, War Master as tier 6 support. And yeah, I don't have pinpoint accuracy for some specific reason because I wasn't running him with accuracy before and just to give him more survivability in Hydra. Then the other Royal Guard, he's just on Relentless. Seems like he's missing the banner. I think I just gave it to the other one. So that's why he was a bit slower in the Spider run now before. I was thinking it was 30 seconds, not 31. So seems like something dodgier was happening there. But basically, these are his stats. 211 speed, full crit, 241 crit damage, Masteries, identical. I'm not using them with accuracy on Hydra, you know, so I chose to go with Steadfast instead. And just Kymar, speed, accuracy for Arena. This is my Lydia. Seems like she's missing the ring, which is fine. Because I just removed it to give it to a different champion before. But basically, you just want a ring that has accuracy or accuracy resistance, depending on what sort of build you are doing on her, you know. But these are the total stats. I'm using her on Hydra as well, so the speed is 256. Then Mitrala, just kind of like speed, you know. It really depends what champions you're using, but you want to make sure Mitrala, Lydia, they go before the nuker. Royal Guard or Husk, whoever you're using in there. So let's check one thing that I wanted to try out. So I'm quickly gonna find where is that champion. I know for sure that I 6-starred her. I probably haven't built her. I haven't gave her masteries or anything like that. I do hope that the AI will cleanse the champion with the debuff. If that's gonna work out, this is gonna be a pretty interesting team actually, and I'm definitely looking forward to try it out with you guys. Maybe she's not there. Maybe she's here on my normal inventory. Or maybe she is not. I know for sure I have her somewhere, but I don't remember where. I started saving a copy pretty much from every single epic, guys. So I found her finally. It only took me like 25 minutes, but basically she has this this skill. Removes all debuffs from a target allied and heals them by 40% of their max HP. If the target of this skill is not this champion, decreases the cooldown of all of the target skills by 2 turns. So this is actually very, very important because I completely forgot about these guys. So I'm quickly gonna tank the champion on just some random gear. I want to make sure she has lower speeds so the boss will actually go before she does, so I'm not spawning spiderlings to heal the boss back. I feel like I'm gonna give her around 202 speed is gonna do the job. Like this, the boss is gonna cut on her. So what should we give her? I think I'm gonna give her some resilience gear. I have quite a bit of resilience just laying around here that I'm not really using. I just hope the AI is good on the champion because I haven't really played her just yet. I don't think I've tested her at all actually, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have defense, that's good. What chest piece? We have attack, no. That's good. So I think I need more speed. I need more speed, so I have to give her a speed set. Speed boots and some decent chest piece to keep her alive. Let's see, what do we have? HP. We're gonna give you this. That should give you a bit of help. If we gotta ascend her, we're gonna ascend her quickly as well. It's fine. And what speed boots we have here? Let's see. I wanna have a bit of HP defense or something like that. Okay. This looks pretty good. And I still need more speed, so the banner will give us the speed after. Let's just quickly ascend the champion. Ascend. There we go. We got her up and running. And let's find her again quick. I'm supposed to come back to the champions from there. I'm so not used to do it, basically. But let's give her a banner that's going to give us a bit of speed. We need like, what, 16 speed, but we don't want accuracy. Maybe we have something else. Okay. We have this HP. What's the speed on her? 193. Okay, this should still do the job, though. Should be fine. And I'm just going to randomly chuck some accessories on her. Doesn't really matter what, you know. Seems like there's everything's crit damage. So let's put one of this on her. What do we have? 193 speed. She should be decent. AI, you better be good. That's all I'm saying. The AI should be good, hopefully. So we're gonna drop this Royal Guard from here. I'm gonna move the other one in the lead. I'm so curious if it's gonna work. I'm actually so curious. So we're gonna put you in the lead. We're gonna drop you out. We're gonna bring in my Renegade. And we're gonna bring her in as well. She was at a lower level. So we can actually take her in from here. And we're gonna make sure we are prioritizing the right skills. You're always doing that, RG. You're gonna be doing this. First choice. The rest are set. First choice. First choice. My main concern is if by any chance we won't be having enough spiderling spawned by the time Mitrala, Lydia, they're taking their turn, you know. So we gotta see how that plays out. Remove, yeah, of course, remove it. What do you even mean? Let's see. It might not work. Maybe if I gotta work more on it, I'm gonna do it, guys, and I might do a different video on it. But you guys kind of like are gonna be able to get the idea of what's happening here, you know. Hopefully, we don't have to modify any sort of speeds. Okay, bang, that's beautiful. Renegade, decrease the cooldowns. Let's see it. Okay, nice. No! Why you do that to Renegade? Why would you do that to Renegade? Because she's the lowest HP? Oh man, that is such a ripoff. Okay. You're gonna have to do it manually with her. Why are you even doing that? She has no debuffs. I'm disappointed, chat. I'm disappointed. So basically, let me manual it. I gotta figure out the AI. I might be able to somehow prioritize the right champion with her. But I think this will work. This will work. Only if the AI would be smart AI, you know? Because we're dropping 50% of the HP, you know? Which is what we want to do, you know? So right now, we're gonna do that. That's what the AI should do. I'm just curious to see, is it gonna work or no? And this should go on him. Beautiful. So now we have all the spiderlings down. We're gonna be able to do that. We're gonna be able to do that. And now... Ah, that's so close, actually. Look how much HP is left. Okay, so it might take a bit longer than I thought the fight. I thought I was just gonna be able to bang, but seems like we actually have to work a bit harder for it, you know? Which is fine, I guess it's fine. So yeah, I gotta look more into it. Maybe with some more master procs and things like this, it will make it more consistent. I just don't get it why she's using the skill on her instead of Royal Guard. Because RG is the lead as well. Is the healing, you know, probably is the healing going to the champion that's the lowest HP. And with Renegade, I'm afraid that might not be a thing that we can actually sort out, you know. Still, I tried, guys. I tried. If you want to do a team with Renegade instead of Kymar here, you're definitely gonna need to have higher speeds, to have some support champions. It's not gonna be as fast. It really depends what exactly you have in mind. It's not gonna be impossible. I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna be able to find a lot of different teams in the next few days. Like, it's just the first day, and yeah, everybody's kind of trying to use the best toys that they have available, you know. That's kind of like how it goes when we are talking about the new dungeons all the time. But this is gonna be a one shot, a one kill sort of thing here, by the looks of it. Bang, you see. This is kind of like what I had in mind. Unfortunately, the heal goes to Renegade. I don't know if there's any way to bypass that, but still would be a good strategy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What sort of teams are you using if you started doing the spiders then so far? But that was all for this video, guys. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.